What's good, bro? You can see me?
You're good now. Yeah, you're good, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What about you?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for coming on the show, bro.
Oh, for sure. I like your
Appreciate it.
suit. I like
Hey,
the suit.
trying to stay consistent. Hey,
Oh,
so
for sure.
everybody who's tuned in right now, you're watching Hip Hop Tonight, another live interview. Tonight we're live with my man Chris Jordan, dope MC coming up out of North Carolina. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, man. Much love to y'all and everybody who's been tuning in for the past few weeks, most definitely. I'm happy to
Shout
have you on
out.
the show, my friend. Let's get right to it, man. Let the people know, if you can, just let the people know who you are, where you're coming out of, and you know what I'm saying, a little bit about yourself.
For sure, for sure. So, for the people on the live, my name is Jordan. I'm from the Raleigh area, Apex area, 919 for real. I'm 25 years old, and I've been rapping since 14. Anybody that know me, they know I've been rapping since middle school. I always wanted to do it, so that's me for sure. Music is me. Music is my life. So
Where, yeah, man, I see you're a very lyrical type of rapper. You know what I'm saying? You
mhm.
you given you crowned yourself as the best rapper alive for sure. Like, and you know what I'm saying? You have the right to feel that way, obviously, but I can tell from the type of music you're making, man, you got to have some influences that are some of the dopest rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting yourself in a certain caliber of MCs, right?
For sure, for
Trying to
sure.
be on that level. Can you talk about some of your bigger influences coming up, just in terms of rap?
So, to add on the point what you said on the best rapper alive, shit, I got that really from Wayne. That's like my favorite rapper.
Right.
Another influence being from Carolina, Cole, J. Cole, big influence. Drake and Kendrick, probably my biggest influences.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wayne, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. I feel that. I feel that. I know there's some deep cuts. There's somebody that you grew up listening to that isn't one of the, what I'm saying, biggest rappers ever, right?
I got a bunch. Andre 3000. That's where Southern music come from. Outkast. Um, there's so many rappers. Big
Yeah,
Crit. Um, there's so many rappers I can
for
go
sure.
on. I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you said you've been rapping since about 10 years almost now.
Mhm.
Where do you find yourself drawing your inspiration now? Like, when you get in the booth, when you get on the mic, what motivates you to want to make music? Where are you drawing from, like your real life pain, or you know what I'm saying, who
Yeah,
you want to be?
just real life experiences or past experiences. I like to story tell, so just anything motivates me. Honestly, just my situation or something I've been through or going through. So when I get in the booth, I honestly just say what's on my mind. Or in today's world, it's a bunch of stuff going on in the world with police brutality, social injustice. So I draw motivation from everything. I can draw motivation just from watching the news for real.
Yeah, yeah, straight up. I mean, like your new song you just dropped, it's called Equal.
Mhm.
Dope song, and it's got a very socially conscious type of message behind it. Do you feel like it was just important for you to kind of put that message out there for the world for this song, or is that kind of going to be where your whole album is kind of drawing inspiration from, or is that just one aspect of it?
That's just one aspect. That was just around the time a bunch of police brutality. I made that song a couple of weeks after I went protesting in downtown Raleigh. So I just drew a lot of inspiration from that experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with what's going on with the police and just politics and stuff is just so messy. And, there's
But
so many lies being spread about even what Black Lives Matter means. I had somebody tell me that, white guy tell me he was offended because somebody had a Black Lives Matter mask on. I'm like, right, you were totally missing the whole point. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
do you feel like, this type of music is more for yourself, or is it more, I mean, obviously this isn't going to be this track that gets played on the radio and stuff, not necessarily, but how important is it for you to, for yourself as a man, just to put out that type of music, you know?
It's very important. Just as a black man, my father, I give a lot of props to my dad just for instilling a lot of manly tendencies and just being powerful and just having a message and standing for something.
Yeah.
So I take that serious. So my message and using my voice to help people and to convey something at a higher level, that's what I'm on for.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Now, do you look at yourself as trying to maybe be like a superstar? Is that kind of what your long-term goal is? Like, like what type of level of fame are you kind of shooting for?
I want everybody to hear my music. So of course that's the goal. I want people overseas hearing my music. I'm just a man from North Carolina, a boy from North Carolina. So I want everybody to hear me.
Yeah,
So like I said, I call myself the best rapper in certain songs. So I want people to know that.
right. Yeah, man, you got some dope metaphors and stuff that you've been dropping. I like your Before It All Happens album. Definitely dope. I went back and listened to that. You mentioned a couple bars in there. One of them you talked about, these labels give us money just to make us slaves, Um,
So
can you talk about that a little bit more and how you feel about these record labels and, the shady business?
yeah, you just see a lot of artists, go on social media and display frustration with their label, and it's every day now. So, and it's been happening for decades, and it's gonna keep happening. So, I mean, it is how it is. It's just the industry, but that's just how I felt at the time, and
Yeah.
that's how I still.
So you're pretty much focused on being independent. Do you see yourself
That's
ever signing to a label?
that's the goal. I'm not opposed to signing to a label. I just know 360 deal, the paperwork would have to be right, but independent is definitely the best route.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of signing away your creative liberties and freedoms in that sense, right?
Right, right.
And at the end of the day, and like getting signed by a label, you get an advance, you got to pay that back. Like now you're just in debt to a record label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just give you a loan, so you gotta pay them back. So
Mhm. Now, can you tell me a little bit about where you're from? You mentioned Raleigh, Apex. How's the
mhm.
local music scene out where you're at now? And are people showing you love? Are you able to perform locally?
For sure, for sure. The local scene in the 919 is crazy. I got a lot of homies that's going crazy. Dad Body, Tommy Boy, and there's so many other people. King Fresco, it's so many people. Lost Boys, it's so many people I can name. Like, it's so much talent in North Carolina in
Yeah.
general. 919 in the local area, we got a bunch of talent.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much been the consensus since I've been doing these interviews. Everybody from Raleigh, the Raleigh area, just talks about how much talent there really is, you know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do you feel like collaborating with people, are you trying to network with these local artists and trying to build up like a local fan base, or do you feel like building your buzz on the internet is more important, or maybe both?
Yeah, I'm trying to definitely start networking more and doing more features because I'm just trying to showcase my talent. So I told myself this year, if you send me a feature, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna walk on your beat.
Right, right. Yeah.
So
Oh
for sure.
yeah. There's a couple artists that I know are gonna end up hitting you up off of this. It seems like
I hope so.
you might have already gotten some people reaching out, but
Yeah, I got
um
a couple people
Oh yeah.
So
There's one dude, like just listening to your music, my boy Tay Boogie. Y'all are both
mhm.
very lyrical. And dropping like some real game in your music, man. I would definitely recommend.
Shout out, bro.
Hitting
Shout
up.
out.
I'll link y'all up for sure, man. Um, let's see, man. So how would you describe your music and what separates your music from all of the other artists that are out here locally and just worldwide? You know, what's gonna make you stand out?
Honestly, just my message and what honestly make me stand out, in my opinion, is just my lyrical, my metaphors. Just I can translate that into a song and also give you a storytelling song and showcase my pain and just my life for sure. So
Yeah. You said this is the kiss of death. I'm standing under mistletoes. Like you're killing on that on that album,
yeah,
man. That shit was crazy. There was a couple bars where I was just like, yeah, yeah, he's
appreciate
dope. He's
that.
dope for sure. What'd you say?
I said I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Now your music has a definitely has like a soul
Mhm,
sample inspired kind of sound. A
for
lot of
sure.
your tracks got like 90s R&B samples and stuff like that. Are you working with a consistent producer or are you just finding beats? What's your process like?
I just find the beats. I honestly wish I just had an in-house producer that I knew, but I just be shopping for beats.
Hmm.
Whichever beat I like, you feel me? I just listen to it, play it. If I like it, I'll buy it.
Or yeah, hey, y'all producers out there, make sure y'all tap in, man.
And if you know some producers, tell them to hit my line right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know a few producers who might be up your alley for sure, so I'll link you up. But most importantly, man, you have a very consistent sound. So is that just you choosing these beats, or are you kind of selecting beats from one producer that you're working with mainly, or
That's just me going off my ear, honestly.
yeah, you doing like your own mixing and all of that? Like, is it all in
Uh,
house, or are you sending that off?
Certain songs are in-house, but before it all happens was mixed.
Mm. You just send the project off to somebody to mix it.
A couple songs were, but majority of it was in-house, but a couple songs on before it all happens were sent out to be mixed.
Or are you doing some of your own mixing?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
How
I
hard
do
is
a lot.
that, man? How hard is
It's
it to
hard,
get that to sound right? You know what I mean?
hard because I'm a perfectionist, so I'll be sitting there for hours,
Yeah,
hours and hours. So
I feel it. Yeah, I know. Like the creating process is tough, but that mixing process is like a science, right? You know, trying
yeah,
to
you have to have a good ear for mixing, and you got to have a lot of patience.
patience. Hell yeah, yeah, for sure.
A lot of patience.
Now, would you say that you're more of an old school kind of fan, or are there new artists that you out here putting out music that you're really fucking with? Like, are you more old school era or the new school? What would you say?
Uh, I'm a tweener. I rock with both eras. I used to be more so old school, but just as I grew up, I'm a tweener. I like if the song good, I'm gonna fuck with it. So
Yeah,
I fuck with both eras.
yeah. Who are some of the newer artists that you're pumping now?
Lil Durk, Herbo, Uzi,
Or
Kenny Mason. It's a lot of newcomers I rock with.
yeah, yeah. I like everybody mentioned Lil Durk, Uzi. You know what I'm saying? I like that Dirk. Dirk is he's very soulful, but he's still very. It's kind of scary.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
it's up to date. So
Yeah, it's like he's talking about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? I guess just keeping it true to your surroundings and what you're doing.
for
Now,
real.
Southern Player Music, right? Is that the new album that's dropping?
Yeah, yeah.
When can we expect that?
It's coming this summer. I don't have a set date, but the latest August.
Okay, okay. Is the album mostly done, halfway done? How would you rate it?
Yeah, it's halfway done. It's more so. It's just focus on the rollout
Yeah.
process more so on the music side, just the rollout process, how I want to roll it out and promote it.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably a under discussed part of putting out music, especially for underground artists. How important do you feel like the rollout is, like, and what are you doing to make your rollout special?
That's the biggest part. Like you could have the most fire song ever, but if you don't promote it right and people don't hear it, what's the point? So my rollout gonna be different. I can't go into details, but it's the setup is different than usual
Okay.
artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
No, that's cool. I feel like somebody was saying, whatever budget you use to make your album, you should be spending twice that on promoting it, right? I
For
don't
for
know if
sure.
that's necessarily true, but I do think that's good advice. Like, you got to put
That
some
is
money into
great.
your music, right?
That's great advice for sure.
hmm Because yeah, like you said, you can make the best thing ever. You put it out, you put one tweet out, one post out. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm might not even show it to that many people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent. Stay humble. Don't always be focused on the numbers. Just
Mm,
keep your head on the goal. Keep your eye on the goal. Honestly, and just keep going. You gotta
yeah,
remain humble.
yeah. I mean, it's true. It's true, and I mean, just putting ads out, having targeted ads. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Knowing maybe what you're really figuring out what your fan base is, and then kind
For
of
sure.
hyper focusing on that fan base, right?
You gotta find your core fan base. That's the key. For sure. For
hmm
sure.
Yeah. No, I think that you just being a dope rapper, having the soulful beats, you know what I'm saying? You could target, you know what I'm saying, a J. Cole fan. They're gonna hear you and be like, oh yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's smart to you have a consistent sound, you have a consistent, you know what I'm saying? Consistency, period, in general is definitely what's
Got it.
important.
That's important. That's important.
Now,
So
your new album's coming out soon. Are we gonna be getting any music videos for this project?
yeah, that's a part of the rollout, the music videos. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Definitely
Yeah.
getting music videos.
Are we're probably not gonna get any particular dates or anything like that. You want it to be more of a surprise.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's all a part of the rollout. No particular dates, but
Okay.
we'll get other play music this summer. I know that for sure.
Southern Player Music, man. I'm looking forward to it. Can you talk about
Appreciate
how that title came? Obviously Outkast inspired.
it. Yeah, so it's Outkast inspired, but just throughout my last two projects, on certain songs, I would just call myself Southern Player, and I just stuck with it. So this album was just Outkast inspired, so I just did Southern Player music.
Man, you hit us with a surprise Andre verse on there, man.
No, that would be
That
come on, that would be that would be crazy. That would be
that'd be crazy though, yeah. No, that's not part of the rollout. I hope I'm not spoiling nothing, but yeah, maybe.
now that would be crazy though. If you got his number, tell him to hit me.
Right, right. Yeah, I wish. I wish. Yeah, man. So, can we talk about performing? Have you been able to do any live performances locally or just around, or are you looking
Uh,
forward to doing that?
this, but I told myself with Southern Player music coming, I'm about to start doing live performances again. Got
Yeah,
to. Uh, I want to have a good set list, and I want Southern Player music to be that set list. I want to perform the best music.
right, right. You feel like this is the best music you've ever made, the stuff you're creating right now?
This is definitely the best music I've created. The past two songs, my last two singles, Southern Player Music and Equal, are probably my favorite songs that I've ever made. So I definitely think this is the best music I've ever made. So
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, man, we're definitely looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be dope to just hear it all come tied together. You know what I'm saying? Um, have there been any like standout experiences that you've had, just recording studio sessions or performing, whatever? Is there anything that stands out in your mind as something that was just like, man, this is awesome?
Uh, for sure. One time, me and my homies had performed in Charlotte. It was an artist. His name was Mark Battles. He's I don't know if he still is, but he was signed to Def Jam at one point. So it was a good crowd. So that was a big moment for us.
Was that like where you were just like, yeah, this is what I gotta do,
Yeah,
perform?
yeah, that was letting me know that I could actually do this for real, and we actually were on the right path.
Yeah. Was it just like seeing all those faces in the crowd, feeling that energy?
Yeah, yeah, just being on stage and people rocking with your song. That, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to hearing this next album, man. I really did enjoy the last one you put out, a lot. I think it's almost like we were saying before, you know, the last album you dropped, if you would have put like some videos behind it or put more behind it, like that's some great music. You know what I'm saying? You got some really good songs on there, and I know that feeling of wishing like more people would kind of check it out, but it's like, do you just kind of let that music go and just focus on the new stuff?
I mean, you always gotta push the music, no matter how old it is. I mean, that is still my music, so I'ma always promote it. But yeah, you still gotta focus on your future. You know, you gotta keep going.
Yeah, yeah. And especially you said this new music is the best music you've made so far. So,
Is that so? That's the music I'm focused on.
so where can we find your stuff? I just wanted to give you a little bit of an opportunity to kind of plug where you can find your stuff, where people can follow you at.
For sure. You can find my music on every platform, Spotify, Apple Music. Just look me up, Chris Jordan. You can look up my albums. I don't tweet much or before it all happens. And you can follow me on Instagram, southernplayachris, or on Twitter. I think my Twitter is Christopher Jordan NC.
Right. Now, there's another artist named Chris Jordan on, at least I use Title, and they don't really separate stuff like that if you got the same name. There's some other
Hey,
dudes.
I don't be right. I be hating that. For the longest, me and him, like all my music was on his profile, and I was not fucking with.
What do you do there though? Like, what's the solution?
You
Just
had,
get bigger, just keep get more famous.
yeah, for sure. I just gotta be the bigger Chris Jordan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I saw like a new track by Chris Jordan. I'm like, oh shoot.
But
Okay.
it, facts, fact. I hate that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I could imagine that frustration. You know what I mean? Does that make you just want to? I mean, you're not planning on changing your name or nothing.
Nah, nah, I'm Chris Jordan. Fuck that.
You, yeah, yeah, yeah. You are the Chris Jordan, man. Fuck that
Yeah,
other
fuck
Chris Jordan.
Jordan.
Straight up. Yeah, man. But look, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate you,
For
bro.
yeah, absolutely. Everybody, make sure you tap in, follow Chris Jordan, Southern Player Chris on Instagram. You can search his music on all the streaming platforms. Make sure you check out the real Chris Jordan. So we're talking about
Please.
his last album,
Yeah,
Before It All Happens. Yeah, the Chris Jordan. He said,
yeah,
yeah, the
man.
real Chris Jordan. But you know that does happen, and at a certain point, it's like, all right, you're putting out so much music that you kind of like knock that dude off the page. You know what I'm saying? Now he's trying to pop in, put out more stuff, so you just got to keep flooding it. You know what I'm saying?
But
Or
shit,
maybe
Southern play
y'all
music.
could collaborate.
Nah, hell no, hell no, hell no. Don't nobody want no Chris Jordan take. Ain't nobody want to do Chris Jordan.
The two Chris's. Nah, I feel you though. Yeah, nah, but most definitely, man. I'm looking forward to the new album. It's coming sometime this summer. Everybody tuned
Mm-hmm.
in. Southern Player Music. It's dope, man. He's got the soul samples. He's got, I mean, you got a lot of different styles, but I would say like if you're trying to capture that hip hop feel, um,
Mm-hmm.
and you're definitely repping the South, you know what I'm saying, repping North Carolina heavy. Um,
Gotcha.
so it's dope, man. I appreciate what you're doing, and I will try to tap you on with some of the other people that I know, people that I've interviewed. But
Mm-hmm.
you definitely got a
Sure.
dope sound, man. And your bars are up there, man. So you deserve to be commended for being, you know what I'm saying, a real lyricist and a true MC. You know, do you? I would assume you're writing your lyrics. You know, what's your opinion on the people who punch in every bar versus the people who write a 16?
Shit. I mean, if the song fire, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna say if you punch in, you can't rap, but I mean, it is easier to punch in. But I mean, if the song fire, it's fire. Cause I mean, Stunner for Vegas, he punch in all the time, and I fuck with Stunner, so
Yeah,
it
straight up.
is. Come out good, come out good.
Yeah. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's hard to be as lyrically creative off the top, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes you might be writing, and it's pretty much just like a freestyle. You're just writing out your thoughts. It might be the first thought you have.
I don't write on a piece of paper or write in my phone or anything. My writing process is honestly me just playing the beat, memorizing line by line in my head, and then I'll record it. If I don't have access to the booth, then I'll go back and put it in my notes.
Or that sounds even harder. That's like some Jay-Z type shit. Yeah,
So
yeah. How do you remember a verse? Like how do you remember I might think of a dope line, I'm gonna forget it like 5 seconds later if I don't write it down.
so I usually, I honestly don't know.
Mm,
For real, because I do lose a lot of lines that way and a lot of verses.
right,
But honestly, if the verse is that important to me, I'm not gonna forget it.
right,
If the bars are that memorable, it's already in my memory. So
right. What did Kanye say? I done forgot better shit than you ever thought of. You know what I'm saying?
right, hey, right though, that's
That's
right.
real.
That's a
Yeah. Yeah, man. But look, I know time is quick, so if there's anything else you want to get out there for the people, man, let me know. But I appreciate you coming on for sure.
so. I ain't got nothing else to say. Just tune in this summer, Southern Player Music. I promise you that shit about to be a classic. That's
Hell
it.
yeah, man. You heard it from the man himself. Southern player Chris Jordan, the one and only Chris Jordan. Forget all the
Hey,
other
so,
Chris. Fuck them
for
other
sure.
Chris. Yeah, man. But straight up, bro. I appreciate you, man. Everybody who's been tuning in. This is Hip Hop Tonight, another live interview, my man, Chris Jordan, Southern player Chris. Make sure y'all follow him right now. Follow him right now. He's
Please.
about to go up this summer, man. Shit's about to get
Yeah.
crazy. So tune in
Follow.
now.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit my D if you want to feature, whatever. If you want me to write, I got you. Just hit my DMs.
All right. Hey, shit's about to go crazy for you, man. I already see it in the works, bro. Once again, I appreciate you, man. Y'all tune in to Hip Hop Tonight Live. I'm Cortez Hero. This is Chris Jordan. We'll see y'all next time, all right? Peace out, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm just trying to be iconic. These niggas rap with no emotion, man, they so robotic. Shorty pressing me like an iron, ain't that ironic? Flow so crazy, man, they think that I'm psychotic, and I might be. I've been this way since rocking big ass white tees. I used to keep a clean pair of them Nikes. Forces I'm a force to be reckoned with. I call that shit a sandwich, I ain't got no fucking etiquette. I'm from the south where they put gold all in their mouth, and sometimes, man, the rims be bigger than the house. Southern player shit, you niggas can't.